Hey everybody, and welcome to the Chi-Sci webinar series. Today I'll be discussing how to effectively plan a Chi-Sci alumni event. This presentation is designed both for alumni and undergraduates. My name is Kyle Phillips. You can find my contact information on the first slide. Whether this is your first or your 15th Chi-Sci event, we want to make sure that you have everything you need in order to host a successful and engaging alumni event. Gatherings, whether social or personal, are instrumental in maintaining the spirit of brotherhood, especially beyond graduation. The effort that you're undergoing helps ensure that the Chi-Sci Brotherhood truly is a lifelong benefit of membership. While the types of events may differ greatly, there are some steps and general best practices that will help ensure that everything runs smoothly. The topics that we'll be covering today include how to plan the event, how to effectively drive attendance, what you need to do on the day of, follow up and following through with alumni after the event, and some tips and best practices. So let's talk about planning the event. When planning an event, always make sure that you plan with your target audience in mind. If you want to fundraise for a local lodge campaign or want to attract more successful and influential alumni, clubs or upscale restaurants are going to be your best bet. Just realize that these do usually come with some sort of reservation fee. If you're planning on a more casual event or one geared towards younger alumni, start with local bars, restaurants, and breweries that have ample seating space to hopefully avoid a reservation fee. If ever in doubt, a private room or space at a nicer restaurant should usually garner high attention from all alumni in the area. If you're having trouble finding an appropriate venue, start with the alumni that you're already familiar with. They may have club memberships or might be aware of good venues that they have used in the past. On rare occasions, the central office may be able to financially assist with an event, but this must be discussed with us prior to booking or reserving space. Depending on the event and time, consider serving hors d'oeuvres or light refreshments. In most cases, you will also want to have drinks available for purchase, preferably individually as to not leave anyone with a hefty bar tab. Understand that some alumni will prefer to RSVP via email or telephone. Feel free to take their information down yourself or simply pass it along to the Alumni Engagement Coordinator at the central office who can manually add their names to the RSVP list. Similarly, let us know if you plan to charge entry for the event, which can be handled on the Chi-Sci website. We can establish ticket prices and advertise the event on your behalf. If there is any material or signage needed from the central office, or if you would like to invite staff members to attend, please let us know as soon as possible so we can plan accordingly. So as we begin to plan the event, we now must think about how we successfully drive attendance. The best marketing is always going to be word of mouth. Start driving attendance by reaching out to alumni in the area that you are familiar with and tasking them with inviting a few additional alumni themselves. An alumnus is always more likely to attend if they know someone else who will be in attendance. The central office will provide you with a list of alumni within a drivable range of your event. This range, typically 1 to 1.5 hour drive, depending on the city, will be used for mail, email, and print invitations, and will have phone numbers in the event that anyone needs to be invited directly. Unless you prefer to handle this internally, the central office will facilitate the entire event registration and invitation process. From the curated list of local alumni, we can send both print and email invitations with follow-up reminders and social media blasts. This event registration will ensure that you have an RSVP list on the day of your event or earlier if you prefer. If there are any area-specific Facebook or LinkedIn groups, make sure to post an invite there as well. Now let's talk about day of planning and preparation for the event. On the day of the event, the central office will send you a list of alumni who have RSVP'd. Please make sure to bring this list with you to the event. In addition to the RSVP list, we will also include a check-in list. Please print this out and have it present at a front table or noticeable location at the event. It is important attendees be encouraged to fill this out as it ensures we have their most up-to-date contact information and that they can be notified about future events. In addition to the sign-in sheet, it's recommended that you also provide name tags and markers wherever that sign-in sheet is present. Name tags simply help alumni avoid awkward situations and will often provide a conversational spark when two gentlemen meet. Name tags are available from the central office upon request or can be found cheaply at your local Target or CVS. If at all possible, try to take a group photo at the event, preferably with all attendees in the picture. This not only helps us with marketing future events, but it provides a nice memento from the event itself. Alert the venue if the number of attendees has changed significantly from the estimated number on the day of, so they can make any changes necessary. It's usually better to overassume attendance because it is easier for venues to prepare less food and service than it is to provide more. Plan for someone to give remarks to the group, even if they're short and brief. The attendees should all be thanked for coming, and a toast or song is a welcome addition to the event. If there are any undergraduate leaders, alumni leadership, or national leaders, brief remarks for the good of the Brotherhood should be given. In most cases, the central office will ensure a staff member is present that can help assist with setup, sign in, and cleanup. Following the event, make sure that you keep the sign-in sheet and send it to the central office so we can track attendance and update contact information appropriately. If you wish, the central office can also send thank you notes to alumni who attended the event if you deem it appropriate. Finally, let's talk about some tips and best practices. Consider utilizing local engaged alumni to help you with your outreach. If you want to personally call alumni to invite them, consider having other alumni assist in this in order to lessen the burden. It is always worth trying to negotiate with a venue. Often enough, a rentable space will carry both a room reservation fee and a food and beverage minimum. It is common to have the reservation fee incorporated in the food and beverage minimum. Events hosted on Monday through Wednesday are typically more affordable than events hosted Thursday through Sunday. If you can demonstrate that your event will significantly increase revenue that night, the owners are more likely to work with you on the price. Consider making a Facebook event, allowing attendees to invite other alumni and significant others to help further drive attendance. Finally, make sure you have fun. Hosting an alumni event is a quick way to get involved or re-involved with the fraternity in a social capacity. While it will require some preparation, the central office is committed to helping you plan an event every step of the way. Whatever type of event you want to host and wherever you would like to host it, we can help put together a plan that will guarantee the success of the event. If you are looking to become more involved with the fraternity, consider utilizing alumni events to help build a regional alumni association. Even smaller market cities typically have dozens, if not hundreds, of alumni in the area, many of whom have not been to a Chi-Psi event in years. Thank you again for your commitment to this effort. While seemingly benign, hosting an alumni event is actually one of the best ways to give back to the fraternity. Should you choose to invite undergraduates to your alumni event, which we strongly recommend, you will help instill the spirit of lifelong brotherhood. The men in attendance will be better men and slightly more prepared for the future, having had that casual interaction with alumni from a wide range of backgrounds. If you need help with anything, please reach out to the central office. We are here to help. Thank you.